My good friend RTXMathx begged me to watch this movie that I totally didn't want to watch. I don't know if you ever heard of it. It was called Friday the 13th or whatever. Okay, I'm just kidding. But RTX is a big fan of Friday the 13th. So after watching my movie reviews, he wanted me to do a Friday the 13th 2009 remake next. This was my first real horror movie, and after watching it, it made me realize I don't really like horror movies. Although it did get a 26% on Rotten Tomatoes and 47% audience score, so it may not have been the best introduction to the genre. After seeing the score, I wondered why he recommended this Friday the 13th movie to me. When I asked him, this is what he had to say about it.
Okay, so I'm gonna make this quick for my review of the movie. I would say, since it's my first movie, I will say it is absolutely goated. Now, I know some scenes might be confusing, but if you know about the lore behind Jason's story, you would completely understand what's up in that movie. That movie is pretty much just made to explain everything about Jason, and honestly, it's really good. You can see that back then, before Jason became zombie, he was actually running like Usain Bolt on the tracks. That guy was going light speed. He was a demon. He was headshotting people on the goddamn boat. The movie, the gore. It's a 2009 movie, and yet it is still surprisingly peak. I know my friend might find it as peak as I do because I glaze Jason. But apart from that, that movie is fantastic. Yes, I know there might be some flaws, but I don't see any of them. Honestly, he says there's flaws. I don't see any of them. Any of them. But anyways, that's my personal opinion.
This Friday the 13th, released on February 13th, 2009, is rated R. It had a budget of $19 million and it grossed $92 million at the box office. It is the 12th installment in the Friday franchise. And the other place to watch it is Prime Video and other rental services, which should tell you how good it is. The director, Marcus Nispel, has worked on other horror movie remakes, like the 2000 remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which also didn't do well with the critics, but grossed over $100 million worldwide. The plot is slightly confusing. It starts off with a flashback of Jason's mommy killing people, then getting killed. So mommy tells Jason to kill people if they enter the camp, because monkey see, monkey do. So 35 years later, a bunch of college kids went on a camping trip to be in nature and have sex. But the real reason they're supposedly in the middle of nowhere is because they're camping next to a whole bunch of weed they want to sell. Too bad they're not in California, because it's totally fine to sell weed here. Anywho, Jason pops up and kills them, all because mommy told him to 35 years ago. So now there's this group of degenerates going on a trip to daddy's cabin in the middle of the woods where Jason killed people. There's also this guy whose sister went missing because she was kidnapped by Jason. So the two alpha males in the group constantly have their egos clash as one of them gets more and more drunk throughout the night. As the day goes on, they all start getting killed by Jason. Like the guys who went out wakeboarding and got shot and stabbed in the head. I really hate this death, by the way. I just don't like it. Moving on, they all die one by one in gruesome ways. Except for the guy and his sister who managed to escape and hang him with a chain inside of a tree grinder thing. But at the end of the movie, when they're reflecting on what the hell just happened, Jason pops up through the pier and drags his sister down with him despite being stabbed and hung yesterday. The movie was kinda all over the place with a bunch of confusing moments, but I'm glad I watched it. Seeing the stupidity of some of the characters was pretty funny, and watching it with RTX was great. I hated the characters, which was probably a good thing because it feels like we were meant to hate them. I don't know though. And I was glad when they all died. Jason was great too. Like he has actual motives to kill and is incredibly powerful. At some points the acting is amazing, and at others it sucked. Also, I'm not sure if it's just because I don't watch a lot of horror movies, but Jason feels too powerful. Like he could probably take on the devil. Tell me if he's supposed to be that powerful and accurate in the comments. In the end, the critics are dumb, the movie was okay, and go subscribe to me on RTXMathx. Bye, I love you so much.
Hello, is this thing on? Okay, so don't tell Ogee that I'm not supposed to be here at the end, but I want to tell you guys how awesome you guys are for watching this video till the end. You guys should low key watch the one of the Friday the 13th movie. I recommend you with the 1981, the first one. Jason ain't here, it's his mother, but still, it's really cool. And also, you should watch the 2009 remake. They're all goated. Your opinions doesn't change your opinions. You should look at it, really goated, and yeah, stay subscribed, and hope we can see you guys around.